Uh, I was thinking about what's my job here, and I think the main job. I, I remember Trungpa. I quoted Trungpa. the- our primary job is to become full human beings and inspire full human beingness. He went on to define full human beingness as essentially warmth and wakefulness. That's the two components. We might call it uh, compassion and awareness, or it's, those two themes run right through Buddhism. Passion and I forget. Anyway, but I took the word inspire. I thought about, part of my job is to inspire. Fritz Perls said, learning is the discovery of the possible. So I come to show you what's possible. Mhm. And then I try to think to myself, well, what is it? What is it I'm trying to inspire people with? What am I trying to show them? And it has to do with the very simple combination of things that all of which I discovered by thinking about it, all of which are kinds of freedom, more degrees of freedom, getting freedom from all of this. And here's my thinking. It starts with this very simple thing. If you can put your heart in the right place, if you can if you can come from that particular, it's not just open-heartedness. There's a kind of well, Trump was talking about warmth, but if you can totally trust your own uh, goodwill, mm, then you have a kind of freedom, which I think leads to good therapy. And the kind of freedoms are things like, first of all, if you are totally, if you have total goodwill, you remember this movie, Harold and Maude? And he notices that she's got the numbers, from the concentration camp on her wrist. And he says, do you like people? And Maud says, I love people. They're my species. If you can do that, if you have that kind of love for your species, then the work is automatically safe. You might make mistakes, you might not get it, whatever. It's still safe. You're not going to do harm, or it's almost completely safe. I'm not getting too wild here. And once it's safe like that, once it's safe and you can feel that in yourself, then you can follow your intuition. You can do whatever comes up because you trust yourself. And if you can trust your intuition, feel free to do whatever comes to mind. You can be curious and adventurous. You can be experimental. You can be free to imagine and to inquire. You're also free to be intimate if you're totally safe. Be open about yourself, to be vulnerable yourself, so you can have that kind of full human beingness that he's talking about. And I think also it's natural to be generous when your heart's in the right place. Generous with your time and your attention, giving the other person your attention without having to be busy doing your own stuff. Hmm. So I think that's my message to you in all of this. You can, I inspire you and you inspire others. That's the way it ought to be.